Next morning, Jungkook's bedroom. The rain from the last night has stopped, leaving behind a peaceful quiet like a whole world is taking a breath. Wine stares under the blanket, eyes fluttering open slowly. She shifted slightly, only to freeze. Her head is not on a pillow, it's on her chest, a warm, bare, very real chest. Jungkook, she blinks twice her finger grip on the hem of his hoodie, which he clearly remembered wearing alone last night. Wait, what? She lifted her head slightly, just enough to look up at him. Jungkook is fast asleep, his arm around her wrist, holding her gently like she might slip away. His other hand rests on her shoulder, fingers curled loosely on her hair. His breathing is steady, calm, safe, but the memory rushing last night she had pushed him away, not rudely but just flustered. He had teased her with that smirk, pulled her closer with a casual touches, and she would panic because she was starting to want more. She remembered curling up alone on the guest room bed, hoodie pulled up on her chin, whispering to herself, "Sleep, just sleep. Don't give him the satisfaction." So now how did she end up here? In his bed, still half asleep. She started to move away only for Jungkook to tighten his grip around her waist, eyes still closed. "Don't. Just 5 minutes more. You are warm. We both were not supposed to be here like this." "Then you should not have slept wearing my hoodie. I got attracted to the thing that smelled like me." She hides her face in her chest, trying not to laugh or scream. "He is too much. You are impossible." "But you like me anyways." She doesn't answer. She doesn't need to, because even if her lips don't say it, her heartbeat does. Wayne is standing at the stove, still wearing Jungkook's black hoodie. The sleeves were too long, falling past her hands. She tries to flip a piece of toast with a spatula, grumbling when it flips the wrong way. From behind, Jungkook leaned against the counter, arm crossed, still in the gay joggers and a white shirt. He's grinning. Is that toast or a crime scene? "Shut up, I'm trying. It's your fault. If you can stop staring at me so I can concentrate." "You look dangerously cute in that hoodie, by the way." "It's literally your hoodie." "Exactly. That's what makes it illegal." He reaches forward, suddenly fixing the messy bun she tries to make. His hand gazes her temple. She freezes for a second, feeling his warmth. "Can I ask you a question? Do your parents ever come visit you here?" "No, I mean I never hear or saw them." "Do they live somewhere else?" She asks it casually, innocently, or almost doesn't strain. But Jungkook stills just for a second. The smirk on his face fades. He steps back slightly, hands drop on his sides. "No, they don't." She turned around confused. Why not? Do they live somewhere else?" He exhales, running his hand through his hair. Then he looks at her, really looks like maybe, just maybe, she is someone who should know. "I am a affair baby, Ryan." "What?" "My mom cheated on my dad when I was 4. He found out, divorced her, remarried within months. She married the man she cheated with." He shrugged like the sun still burned. "I was 5 when she dropped me at an orphanage, said she couldn't rise with me, someone else's eyes watching." "She left you." He nodded, calm control, but his knuckles are right on the counter. "Guess she chooses her new life over me. No birthdays, no letters, nothing." Jungkook, "Anyways, that's why no parents showed up here. You are not only the orphan in this kitchen." She walks up to him slowly, carefully, like he might break if she touches him the wrong way. But when she wraps her arm around his waist, pressing her head onto his chest, he finally lets his guard drop. His chin rests on her hair. They stay like this for a moment. Two people abandoned once, but maybe found now. You will be unwanted again. Not as long as I am here. He doesn't say thank you, he just holds her tightly. He pulls away. He noticed the sobs, then the tears. Hey, now, you crying make me wanna punch here, and I can't fight with oxygen. Why? It's just no one deserves to go through what you did. And yet I'm here, fully grown, sexy, emotionally available, and make good coffee. Stop. No, seriously, I'm totally catch. Traumatized, yes, but look, he grabbed a spatula dramatically. I can flip toasters. She started to giggle, and I know my way around pancakes better. Like, I know the back of your hoodie sleeves. You were ridiculous. But you are smiling now. She pauses. She is, without thinking, she leans in and rests her forehead against his. Thank you for telling me, for being you. Thank you for not looking at me like I'm broken. Then suddenly, whop, a puff of flour hit her nose. Did you just throw flour at me? Maybe, for science. The kitchen is a mess. There are floors on the floor. On the walls, in Jungkook's hair, wine has butter on her cheeks. Jungkook's hoodie on her looks like a wire casualty. They are both breathless, laughing uncontrollably, and somewhere in the chaos, their pain feels lighter. I surrender, okay? This hoodie has been seen too much. Next time I am hiding the floor. Next time just promise you will be here. Then brightness again. I promise. He smiles finally because that was all he really needed. 1 month later, it's been exactly a month since my divorce was finalized. Since then, she spent most of her time here. At Jungkook's place, no level, no question, just soft silence, slow healing, and subtitle smiles that lasted a little longer each day. She now knows where the marks are. He knows how she likes her tea. They grow into each other quietly, carefully. Wine is barefoot, standing near the kitchen counter, still wearing Jungkook's oversized funnel. She slicing fruit terribly, while Jungkook leaned lazily against the fridge, watching her with amused eyes. You know that Apple did nothing wrong, right? I don't know what's happening with me. I was a housewife. These works were not that tough for me until you come. It's your fault. You spoiled me very badly. Now look, I can't even cut a fruit properly. What the hell? Where I even come in these things? Then it's my fault. Or maybe your hands are just made for softer things. She blushes instantly. He chuckles. He leans in gently, removed the knife from her hand, brushing his fingers along her longer than necessary. Let me show you. He stands behind her now, arms curling around her, guiding her hands, but neither of them is looking at the fruit anymore. His breath. gazes her ear. She swallows thickly, their hands still. She turned just slightly her back, nodding into his chest, and meet his eyes. His gaze drops to her lips, hers to his. Everything slows. The kitchen is quiet except for the hum of the refrigerator and the sound of their breathing. And then he kisses her. Not hurried, not climbing, just slow, certain, like he's memorizing the taste of his someone he never wanted to forget. But penetrate his, soft and trembling. Ho-seok, Jungkook's best friend and Wine's brother-in-law, walked in through the front door, holding a bag of fresh fruit, looking really confused. I went to Wine's house to give her some fresh fruit, but she is not there. Probably her. Wine and Jungkook become friends, a good friends as they share same story. Let me call her. Wine, you were not at your place, so He turns the corner, freeze. I widen. Oh my god! They jump apart like a guilty teenagers. Look, they were shocked, standing at the door, drenched from the rain, holding a fruit basket. What the hell, Jungkook, did you just? Why is her? Is that yours? Young, breathe. I can't breathe. You are practically her face. I hate my life. You said you were just friends. What kind of friends like that? The healthy kind. I'm gonna need holy water. He sets the fruit basket down with a trembling hands and storms toward the door like he just walked on a crime scene. Young, wait. He turned and looked at them. I'm in love. Knew it. I knew it. You two have been. This is a scandal. Young, climb down before you choke on air. You, my sister-in-law, ex-sister-in-law, collapse under the couch, still illegal in my hat. I offered to wash her road, that's all. With your. Then Wine giggles, then Jungkook, then even Hoshok groaned and laughed despite himself. Sighing dramatically, I swear if you two get married, don't invite me. I'm suing. Jungkook smirked, glaring at Ryan. No problem. It's been 6 months. Love bloomed quietly, not in grand declaration, but in a soft ritual and everyday tenderness. Jungkook and Wine weren't perfect, but they were healing together. He helped her build her confidence again, encouraged her to go back to her study, cheered for her silently when she ached her entrance exam, stayed up all night helping her study with ramen and forehead kisses. Wine for the first time feels sane, protected, loved without condition. She decorated his house with a bit of herself as he asked her to do it. Little plants on windowsill, her notebooks scattered across the couches, his hoodie mysteriously began disappearing into her closet. They were not rushing, but every time he reached for her hand in public, every time she leans into his chest when she was tired, every time he muttered mine under his breath when other men stared, it was clear they belonged to each other. The house buzzed with environment and chatter. Ho-Shook had invited everyone over for a dinner, a quiet family gathering, but tonight he had something else planned. At the head of the table, Wan sat beside Jungkook's fingers lightly brushing his under the table. She was glowing, soft makeup, a simple cream dress, her smile brighter than the chandeliers above. So we have a little announcement. The table quitted. They are dating. Today it got official. He gestured to Jungkook and Wine, gasp, claps, laughter. All expect one pair of eyes. Hyun-sik, seated beside his now blonded gum-chewing girlfriend, looked like he had not slept in weeks. His tie was loosened, his eyes sunken, and across the table sat the woman he once called his wife, laughing without him looking whole again. You look different. Yes, turned out happiness suits me. Jungkook placed a glitter hat on her tie, not possessive, but grounding her, as if it to say she is safe now. He started studying again, enrolled last month. She has been killing it. Thanks to him, he literally made me feel out of form while I was brushing my teeth. Everyone chuckled except Hyun-sik, whose grip on his glass tightened. She is not just surviving anymore, she is living. The air shifted, everyone could feel it. Hyun-sik had walked away from this woman, told her she was not enough, now she was everything, and someone else saw it. The garden was quiet. Fairy lights blinked softly in the bushes. Plates clinked faintly inside. One stepped out alone to some fresh air to breathe in the newness of night, of being seen. That's when she heard Wine. She turned. His presence didn't startle her. It saddened her. You should not be out here. I was just to talk. She did not respond, only wrapped her arm around herself. You look happy, really happy. I am. He smiled faintly, but it did not reach his eyes. Regret clung on his expression like smoke. I messed up. You did. I thought I needed someone polished, but no one of them looked at me the way you did. None of them waited when I shut the door. I waited too long. Handshake. She was not angry, she was free. You left me to feel invisible in marriage that was supposed to be my home. And even then, I did not hate you. I hated myself for loving someone who could not see me. But I see you now. I'm sorry. You're sorry because you see someone else loving me, right? Not because you changed. Do you still love me, even a little? No? I love the version of you I created in my head, not the one who stood by and watches this shatter. And if you are hoping to be that man now, you are late. She said she's happy. She should let her stay away. Startled, Jungkook stood near the door, arm crossed, gaze steady, not angry, not threatened. You gave her away. I picked every piece you left behind, and I don't plan to lose her. Wen walked over and took Jungkook's hand, and this time she didn't flinch. "Let's go inside." She didn't look back, and Hyun-sik, stand alone under the fairy lights, finally understood he had not just lost her, he never truly had her at all.
Words spill out of your mouth. You wish you were someone else. I miss you, but I know you miss your old self too. Silver once golden. There's only so much holding on you can take when your mind's at stake. Oh wait, do what you gotta do, what you gotta do to be you again. Do what you gotta do, what you gotta do to put your heart to rest. I'll keep waiting as long as it takes. Do what you gotta do, what you gotta do to be you again. Some things I can't fix feels heavy on your chest. I wish I could carry the weight all on my back. Colors now faded. There's only so much hoping that I can do, but I'd rather lose than lose you. Do what you gotta do, what you gotta do to be you again. Do what you gotta do, what you gotta do to put your heart to rest. I'll keep waiting as long as it takes. Do what you gotta do, what you gotta do to be you again.
They said, don't fall, don't forget all the things you've been taught, you've been told. Don't blink, don't run, don't turn left or turn right or look straight at the sun. My mind's going in circles, I'm trying to fight it. Getting these voices inside, just stay quiet. Going to the place where all this began. Just start again. Oh, you won't see the light until the dawn breaks. No, till it's all said and done, you won't know what it takes. Gotta make a wrong turn and turn around. Gotta Look beneath the bed before you go to sleep. Keep on, I shine. You surely get burned if you reach out and touch. My mind is a battle, I'm trying to hide it. Getting these voices inside to stay quiet. On you the place where all this began. Just start again. Won't see the light until the dawn breaks. No, till it's all said and done, you won't know what it takes. Gotta make a wrong turn and turn around. Gotta fall first to pick yourself up off the ground.
The end.